I'll just mount these down here. Hello, fine people of the interwebs. Today I'm going to be working on Teeter Tot, my small potato with wheels. If you guys are new to the channel, there's a link up above to the last video where I did a complete suspension overhaul on the car, including wheel bearings and hubs and stuff, and bushings. For everyone else, I said last video I bought some parts for the car and they're here, and today I'm going to put them on. So I gotta go grab them, they're in my house. Oops. This right here is something I've needed for the TT for a while now. It's a part that is required for the quote-unquote stage 2 tune that I have on the car. I just didn't have one yet because they're super expensive. This brand new is almost $1,200 and I found it used on eBay, shipped for $315. Yeah, that's what's up. So excited. Ta-da. Oh yeah. Ta-da! Here it is. It's a Forged Performance front mount intercooler for the TT. It's used, it's in really good condition though. The fins, this is the front side. The rear side, there's no damage on the fins obviously because it faces the radiator. And the front side, it's very minimal bent fins. Yeah. Awesome. It said it was pressure tested to 25 PSI. I don't know. I bought it on eBay. Who knows if that's true, but all right, time to get to business. First things first, I gotta take these factory side mounts off the car. The Mark 1 TT Quattro 225, which Teeter Tot is, came from the factory of 2 side mount intercoolers, which here's the second one over on the driver's side. They're joined by a metal crossover pipe that goes underneath the front of the car. It's actually pretty heavy. All of that is going. This is actually easier for me to do than using the quick jack, just because the quick jack weighs 90 pounds. So it's not easy for me to set these things up and move them around my garage. I haven't made any more progress on buttoning up the rest of the engine after replacing the turbo and the exhaust manifold on here, because it's just me and it's a shitload of work. That was my hand, that kind of hurt. I figure I might as well do this now while I have the bumper cover off. It makes no sense to put the rest of the engine back together and then try to start the car and then have to re-pull off the bumper again to put the front men on. So I'll do this first. Hose up there, hose up there. Is it really just one bracket that holds this thing in place? That's easy enough. All right, I say that's easy enough. I probably just f***ed myself by saying that because this is probably gonna be a nightmare. I should never say easy enough on this car because nothing is ever easy enough on this car. 1 nut, 2 nut, 3 nut, 4. I just do a play on a Lil Wayne song. Why? Why is there a bolt behind the intercooler for the bracket? That's so stupid. All right, whatever. Can I reach you? There we go. Haha. Got it from the top. That's what he said, I think. Apparently I can't do this with one hand. Is there another bracket? So much for not having to take the headlight off. And I said this would be easy. Of course the top bracket is inaccessible and you have to remove other stuff to get to the hardware. So the ballast box for the HIDs is mounted above the bracket for the intercooler. So you have to remove this, but this is mounted from the bottom, so you have to remove it from the bottom to get to this, then to remove that from the top. I love working on Audis. Said no mechanic ever. Why does it need so many bolts? Let's use 600 bolts to hold down the HID box. Whoever the engineer that designed this must have been drunk when they did it. There we go. Come out. Is there another bracket? No. Vallejo. Look. Vallejo. It's like the Ludacris song. Vallejo. No. Okay. Sorry. Oh, a mosquito bit my arm, little face. Okay. Don't need this anymore. The only thing that sucks is it came with red couplers. I guess it really doesn't matter because you're not gonna see these. They're completely hidden by the inner fender well and the bumper. That right there is a crossover tube. From the side mount to the side mount. I gotta take that thing out of here. It's actually really heavy, so I'm glad I'm getting rid of it. There's mosquitoes everywhere. Everywhere there's mosquitoes. Send it. Out to your home. This thing is massive and heavy. Alright, glad that's out of here. Dude, that makes it so much easier to work on the car. So much more room under here now. Really sucks that there's no bracket anymore now to hold this guy up. I'm sure if you bought this kit brand new, it probably came with a bracket. Now I just gotta pull you off. I can't believe how fast these headlights yellowed. One. Oh, it's broken anyway. So there is 1 and 2 mounting bolts, and then the hose and a bunch of spider webs. Lovely. At least the HID box, ballast box, is not in the way for this one. This side's nice and clean, other than the spider webs. I wonder what connects it to the charge pipe. Oh wow, okay. Easy. Oh wait, there's 1 bolt right there. And I can take this guy out too. I don't need that on there anymore. That's greasy. Alright. This thing is huge. Goodbye, horns. I will move you somewhere else. It's full of spider webs. Alright. I'll just mount these down here. Is that a real bolt hole? Yeah. I'll put you there. Do I gotta take the bumper beam off to do this? No, I'm kind of nervous about taking this bumper beam off because it's a little bit tweaked, which I should replace it in theory, but every single part on this TT should be replaced in theory because it was such a pile of shit when I bought it. So I gotta stop somewhere, right? Oh, the bumper beam protects you in a crash. I know. Okay, I'm not rich. I can't just keep buying car parts. I bet you're a 13. Yep, you're a 13. What size screw are you? Come out of your hole. There we go. There we go. It looks mean without the bumper beam in front of it, doesn't it? That's a fun word, bumper beam. Bumper beam. This is really confusing. I don't know what this lines up to. It only lines up to 2 holes. One of the tabs bolts in right here, and then same thing over there, that one. But up above, there's nothing here for it to bolt into. I guess I gotta summon the Google. I summoned the Googles and I realized I'm missing 3 pieces for this intercooler. I can't complain though for how cheap it was when I purchased it. So for the upper mount brackets, there's supposed to be a little aluminum adapter that comes out and it attaches to one of the holes up here on both sides. And there's also an adapter that I'm missing that goes between the silicone charge pipe and the silicone coupling for this side of the intercooler. It's just like a little metal, I don't know, hollow section of aluminum piping. That was hard to say. It would go right from here into another pipe that goes down to the intercooler, just like a little aluminum section. I really don't think this is how that's supposed to go. FYI, that was a joke. The horns down there, that's not where I'm leaving them. Someone's gonna mention that. You can't put the horns there. So yeah, I don't have the correct hardware. I just used 2 bolts that fit. Up here, I don't even know like where that would even remotely mount to. That doesn't even make any sense whatsoever. Seems easy enough. I could probably make those if I go get some aluminum. Check out that truck in front of me. It's a Chevrolet. I don't know a lot about old vehicles, but I know that's patinaed and someone will appreciate it. That right there is aluminum. It's a 4 foot by 1 inch by, I don't remember the other diameter. It's really rigid though. Definitely strong enough for what I'm doing. I think it's the same exact thickness as the brackets that come off the intercooler. So I'm gonna get some food on my way back and I'm gonna make some brackets. What kind of wizardry they used to seal this thing. They sure did do a good job sealing this. Ooh, sofritas. Yum, yum, yum. I'm gonna sit here and eat my Chipotle in the car like a weirdo and catch up on some other YouTube channels that you guys probably watch too. And then we'll get to work. Gotta keep my garage door shut so the mosquitoes don't get in. Let's make a bracket. My goal is to do this entire video in one day today because I've been behind on YouTube videos for like 2 weeks now. So if I can knock out this video in one day and then edit it tomorrow and then start filming another video, I can almost get myself a day ahead. So that way it's not a constant crunch for me. Just really stressful, FYI. All right, something like that. Okay, there's a science to this, I swear. I need a piece of aluminum roughly this long and then I will trim it. Something like that. I need a marker. Marker. Okay, so right about here. It makes me nervous having the Forester in here if I'm gonna start cutting some aluminum, so I need to push him outside. All right. Oh, I need safety glasses. There you go. There's one. Just like that. And I just gotta bend the end of it. So I just discovered my factory grommets in the sleeve work from the stock intercoolers. They transfer right over. So I have one on the bottom with the correct hardware is actually the stock intercooler hardware. Now I actually have something legit to bolt it to. Probably put this bumper beam back on now. Because I need to use the hardware. If it clears it, good. This bumper beam is so tweaked that I can actually slide my finger in between here. I have to like squish it back into place. So those 2 black marks right on the bottom here should give me plenty of room to bend it. Plenty. I forgot, I also got this at the store while I was out. This is gonna solve the issue of the charge pipe to the intercooler coupler. The one that comes from Forge is aluminum. This one is mild steel. It's a piece of exhaust. But it'll be good enough until I can get somehow try to buy the correct one from Forge. Oh, I was kind of dumb for putting this hose on. All right. This crash beam is so tweaked, it is damn near impossible to get it bolted back in there. Like I am fighting trying to get it in there, and I was testing with the boot connected. You can see right here where it's pushed in, it's hitting where the silicone coupling connects to the intercooler. And this other side on the passenger side of the car, it doesn't make sense. Like it just doesn't seem like this is the correct hose. Even though this is for this car and all the pictures on their website show it for a 225 car. Even if I twist this, it's gonna be putting it at such a weird bend right here that it just seems like a place where it would kink and have issues later. It would make sense if I just had aluminum pipe, but I am not a fabricator, nor do I have a fabricating shop available to me. I'm gonna call it a night because I'm gonna have to do some fabricating or get another bumper beam for this car. I don't quite know, and I don't really like the way that hose is routed on the passenger side of the car. And on top of that, today I treated myself and I bought a new Apple Watch 5. I never treat myself. And I had it not even 7 hours. And I was taking it off my wrist before I worked on the car in here. And I dropped it and broke the back side, the sensor side of it that doesn't have Gorilla Glass on it, and cracked it. I didn't even have it 7 hours. I'm just not meant to have nice things. On a lighter note, this will continue another day, and maybe I can get the car started on the same day, since all I got left to do is finagle that intercooler. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Sorry to end it on a shitty note, and I will see you soon with another video. Bye.